Alright. All's well today. Presumably, did manage to get those blueprints at least.
They're not supposed to be that big. You are usually saying, like, varying sizes. They're not saying very big.
Addy there.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a moment to get over your tiger-based worries.
See a tiger, you think about the bite, like...
I can't say I've experienced the same, but I think we have a little bit of different issues in life.
Do you... Never mind, I can't.
Oh?
It's not an easy question.
Yeah.
I also don't know your motives.
I'll just rest my legs every once in a while at least.
You know, sometimes a conversation with someone helps figure out, motives or whatever.
Suppose I can't argue with that. Conversation reveals quite a lot about someone. How they conduct themselves, how they... Is that a tiger? Could have sworn I just saw... Ah, whatever. Probably stranger shites entered the ripping chip. I'm pretty sure medical doesn't constitute veterinarian. Yeah, well. I suppose it kinda has to with all the eclectic sort crowd in the streets. Yeah. Any day you can relax and have a smoke ain't all bad, I suppose. Nope. Howdy, cupcake. I wouldn't lie, you look proper terrified coming out of that.
Yeah, I tend to. I just annihilated some invasive beastie which keeps popping around.
Oh, what, those slug critters?
The goop. The
Goop?
exploded, and it was, like, electric.
First I heard of it.
It's stunned a bit. Nothing big. Non-lethal. Non-lethal.
Non-lethal goo, no grey goo scenario, eh?
It's just covered me. Yeah. I hunted it last time, it didn't blow up, so I think it's evolving. I don't know if it's the same one.
Just mucky then. Alright. Good on you then. That looks pretty blissful right now. Don't really need to bother him too much. It's perhaps a little early in the day for me to be coming in. I suppose it is. Yeah, well. I have no interest in entering a corporate building. I value my life.
Yeah, no, I'm just cleaning around. It's good. There's stuff in my own. I don't want to drink it in any business.
Along with the other group on your... What? I mean, my group is... Oh.
Never good to try and climb stairs on your
Maybe I'm
hands.
goopy anymore. You might want to...
I suppose I probably could get myself one of those mammoth meals. I do have the creds for it. Yeah, well. You're looking more you're trying to dust the place out rather than anything.
Just a little, paperwork and stuff.
If it works, it works. After all, improvement is free here at least.
Yeah.
And well, free is the best price for most things.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to potentially fight.
Well, you do you at the very least.
Yeah.
Hey, I at least know that the punching bags around here can at least withstand just a regular whap at the very least.
Yeah. But, I tend to
Addy,
like moving target more.
take a one look at the two of us and then bolts it. Someone either doesn't have interest or is late.
Potentially, like, I think it's kind of, well, it has been over for a little bit.
Fair enough. Best to ensure, for me at least, that the punching bags don't turn into pendulums. I mean, unless Butch wants this place to turn into a miniature obstacle course, perhaps. I doubt it. Ah,
Oh, damn, hey.
howdy, Butch.
What up, what up?
All's good. Just testing the bags a tad.
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey. At least I'm glad for the ceiling clearance to be able to actually stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
No,
A little bit of room
no
around
idea how
here.
many times I've considered it, only to realize that I'd probably be punching finger-sized holes into the ceiling. Hmm. Good form.
Thank you, man. You know, just gotta stay on top of
Hey,
myself, you know.
especially whatever problems come around.
Yeah, like, you know, always gotta stay above it, you know.
Hey, gangs probably aren't going to keep to themselves forever, unfortunately.
I'm just glad I really have nothing to deal with now. Ugh.
Too right. Most of the issues I
Honestly,
tend to face currently come from Fight Finder. But that's more my own choice.
Well, lucky me, I don't gotta deal with Fight Finder. People are crazy over there anyway.
Plenty of sorts.
Huh?
I was thinking about joining Pathfinder, but seeing as they're kind of crazy, I'm like, just go there first.
Oh, I was gonna say, if that's your jam, you can go over there. Not me, not Butch Blackstone. I'm gonna stay my black ass right here.
I want to fight, you know, but I don't want to fight crazy people.
I can understand that.
Laura, girly, I'm the same way. I don't want to fight any crazy motherfuckers.
You and me both,
Truly,
frankly.
it's fucking crazy.
I guess free. But there's plenty of personable people, at least.
Yeah, if I ever get to the point where I'm powerful enough to fight all them motherfuckers, hey, more power to me, you know? I gladly get it.
I mean, heck, I've managed to hold me own.
Yeah.
I think I remember managing to actually use one of, what was her name? Min's? One of those martial techniques to break a stance. Of I considered the worst trouble I have with the fights is me eyes.
Yeah.
A lot
well,
less durable than I think they are.
There's nothing wrong with that. Men's teachings are unique.
Aye, I'm amazed I'm managing to work with it with what is more or less power loader arms.
Hmm.
That's all I can say about any of those fights at the Finder. It's amazing how fast 5 minutes can go by.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hell, I've seen how fast 5 minutes can go by here. The only thing I've learned so far is stay away from the cats, I suppose, in Fight Finder, and you'll be right. Cats are itching to fight damn near anything that breathes.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
I know you saw Barmely walk in here. The lad who got his shite rocked by Rhino at one point. Yeah, well. But I can't well attempt to train on an empty stomach. So I'll see about getting some at the bar. With that being the case, you want anything?
I'm good. I've eaten recently.
I'm alright.
Aye, always thought I should offer at the very least. It saves trips. Hey, I'll be back before you know it. Assuming I don't get sidetracked. What's a good, I probably will get sidetracked. Stop. Alright, I'm not gonna question what critter calls its home. Even if it is a trash bag. I wouldn't know. Yeah, well. Might as well get myself focused on getting myself topped up. I do have a gallon or two missing, if my memory serves.
Thanks for having me to the second street. Hi.
Howdy, lads.
Armsy.
Hey, no injuries to report, thankfully.
Garage for a bit. Good.
Hey.
That's good to hear.
If nothing else, at least. Yeah.
good. Just here's the credits.
Okay, one bottle coming up. One bottle, Moon Art Lights Liquor.
Yummy.
Hey, what is that, a ball of moonshine he's having?
That's what he's having. Yep.
I'll take one too then.
One bottle coming up.
At the very least, you refill them. Well, I'm always good for the scratch, if nothing else.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
I drank the whole bottle.
That fast? Christ. There is such a thing as savoring your drink.
Are you there?
I can barely drink it.
Do you hear something?
I swear I heard
I heard something. I don't know if we're supposed to hear it though.
I wouldn't be surprised. I have seen a ghost before in this place.
before.
There's a lot of history here. There's probably some weird.
Hey, I know I've seen the ghost of a panda at one point, giving me a good old history lesson.
Every now and again, I'll hear this weird ghostly moan.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm gonna assume that's something that I.
Yeah, good question.
How long you been working at the meat rack?
Me? Actually, at this point, I think about a year. Like, I think I started like literally like a year ago this month, sometime.
Yeah. Well, you seem to be doing alright for yourself at least.
Yeah, no, definitely doing.
Bartending's not exactly a boring job at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, definitely. You get to meet a lot of interesting people, and the area we're in definitely keeps it interesting. We're the safest place on the, on the waterfront, but still Saphira.
Aye, it is still Saphira after all.
I don't usually cook the Zephyr much myself.
Yeah, that's
Really, I love you.
I know I've said before I live outside in the dunes. Yeah. Most I tend to get sometimes are mainly sandstorms, more or less. Oh, hey Suzumi.
Hi. You the only one behind the bar again?
No,
Hello?
there's other people signed up, but I got first shift. If you want to join me for first shift, feel free.
Sure, I can take halfway first shift to halfway second.
There we go. Emptied.
You know what the funny thing is for today? The two smallest people I've seen today so far have ordered a full bottle and drunken it, and the two largest people I've seen today have like just ordered a glass, and that's it.
Well, I just like a good moonshine every now and again.
I can hold me liquor, after all.
I can believe it. It's just kind of funny, the juxtaposition of like tall person, extremely tall person. I'll take a glass of whiskey. Like, okay, here you go. Two smallest people I've seen today so far. I'll take a full bottle of moonshine.
After all, it's the best tasting thing at the bar I've had so far.
Alcohol is just a fuel source for me, so I could drink an entire, like, freaking container of that stuff, and I would, it's fine.
Fair enough.
That could fuel me for a couple of months.
Well, if I had the fuel source of this be alcohol, then I'd probably buy bottles just to dunk into the fuel tank.
It definitely helps. You save up on all the freaking credits. For sure.
Doesn't your blood run through that machine?
Aye, it does.
That's probably why it's helping with drinking moonshine as strong.
Exactly. The more blood to go around. I probably got more. I wouldn't be surprised if I had more blood actively flowing than some of the heavier folks that you saw walk in.
No, I wouldn't be
Also,
surprised either.
I saw Cupcake emerge from the mega building, and it was frankly the most terrifying sight I've seen in Zafira so far.
Cupcake. He works at the pawn shop. He looks scary, but he's really friendly. He's an amalgamation of like flesh and kind of like a bunch of bodies looking put together. But he's really friendly.
Aye.
Basically, if he looks like he's straight out of a horror film.
Aye.
But he's
It certainly
pretty
was a
nice,
horror
this
scene
boy.
seeing him emerge from the mega building, but we had a laugh about it.
Cup of whiskey coming up. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are some sick, like, it's a sick metal arm.
That is looking pretty nice.
myself. Thank you.
Very nice.
Hmm.
And the trend continues.
At this point, you gotta get the little fluffy critter walking in asking for, the giant tankard or whatever.
Can I get a mammoth?
Excuse me. I would like to drink half my body weight in alcohol. Thank you.
You want a mammoth meal? Sure thing.
You want a bloody...
You get the
Okay.
credits for it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not missing enough blood to need one of those.
And
Stars,
here's the chance to get your credits.
Sheesh.
Thank you very much.
Forget half me body weight, that thing's half me height.
This thing is like the size of my torso.
Hey.
Yeah, I've seen Jason you there. It's an interesting.
What in the...
Kind of goes like that, actually.
Oh, the sights you see in Zafira.
That was delicious.
Jesus. You could at least
His
chew.
body runs off a lot of fuel sources, so that's just another
Stars.
fuel source.
You could at least chew. You can't just drag that entire steak into your mouth and then slowly pull out the bone like you're a cartoon skit.
Oh no, I ate the bone too.
You ate the... Okay.
Extra biomass.
I guess I can't argue with that.
Well, I've heard of flesh crafting before. I guess I can't be too surprised.
Not here, not ever.
Gods no, I like me organics the way they are currently.
My body's just made out of like some weird black like stuff that I don't really know what it is, but I can't. My head right now is just made out of a TV. Can't see it because of the hood though. That's why my face looks cat-like.
Howdy, Ollie.
Oh, hello.
Howdy.
You need anything?
No, I'm just wandering around. Seeing how everybody's
Okay.
doing.
Taking in the sights and these conversations, perhaps.
Alright, well, take it easy.
I need to head to the garage once Tarrant is properly in. I have blueprints for me eyes I probably need to give to him for copying.
So, what was wrong with him again? I saw him in a wheelchair like 2 weeks ago.
Apparently he lost a lung.
lung?
I think he
He
fought...
lost a lung and he was in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I think he ended up crossing someone by the name of
lung, as in when you need to
Omen.
breathe.
I believe I saw him in the fighter database. I think.
That
Could be wrong.
how the heck
And he lost a lung at Fight Finder?
I don't think he went to Five Finder. I think Omen came here and sparked a fight. Tarrant got involved. Tarrant lost a lung.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm
about right.
surprised he was. I'm surprised he was able to get around in a wheelchair instead of being, I don't know, confined to the ripping ship on like some life support machine or something. I don't know.
I definitely know he went to the ripping ship for a bit, and then recovered enough that he could get in the wheelchair, and then got further help to be able to walk around.
Aye, you can only imagine who donated a lung, willingly or otherwise.
I think he got like
The
help
cybernetic.
outside of somebody donating. I don't think it's cybernetic. I think it was. They mentioned some sort of weird doctor, but I don't know the details. He now like breathes his aura.
What, they had him grow a lung?
I don't know. Like he has like this red smoke that comes out of him that apparently like affects people different ways, and people just kind of like I don't know.
Good to know.
Asked him, I asked him about it one time, and like, yeah, he said it was his aura escaping his body.
What was that even?
Interesting.
Well, like souls and shite.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Saphir is definitely a weird, interesting place.
For sure. I can definitely state for sure I'm not the strangest larky around.
The few times I've come here, I've relatively enjoyed my stay. I don't really see many issues happen here.
Well, as far as I can tell, security's generally on top of their game here.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad for that.
Again,
Where are you from originally?
Waterfront.
Would you all like to see a neat trick I can do?
I'm vaguely curious.
Don't answer the question, but sure.
Or anything.
Watch my face.
Aye, TV indeed.
You did say your head was a TV, so.
I can also do I can also make it play Pong.
Okay, that actually looks kind of fun.
It is. It helps me stay entertained when I'm not in a conversation, which I am. So I don't really need it, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Probably a little rude if you pull out the Pong screen while you're nattering to somebody.
Yeah, I'm just showing off. I can do one more, but it's kind of weird. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it before.
What is that?
Was that jaunting roller coaster track?
The stick bug.
Hey, here's a weird one.
I can also make
Wasn't
like,
he
a
a-
bunch of solid faces that don't move, but
Wasn't he aware sticks could grow legs?
I can almost imagine the whole ping pong thing being a passive aggressive thing for when you don't want to talk to someone.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like say if you were talking about something boring, I could just.
Exactly. Hi there.
Oi.
Robin's not
think
here
they're-
right now.
Oh no, I think they're up in the meeting.
Oh,
they're in the
they
meeting?
are?
Okay. I shall.
Oh, there's a meeting upstairs.
A meeting, eh?
I don't know how long they're gonna be, but I think they're up. Would you like anything while you wait?
I guess.
So what is so? I believe I've met you before, actually.
Aye, I would have probably
Okay,
recognized a
well,
little robo like you.
I noticed.
Well, have you ever seen anyone with like a TV for a
You're like
face, like a
kissing
giant
hands.
pink X on
I
it?
see that. I'm looking at you. I'm watching you.
With a big X on it? I believe I have, yes.
I'm just here. I just exist.
Big old cloak.
That's me.
The boy kisser meme.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's me.
Oh, Trevor.
How much? 5? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do a good job of hiding it.
Who is?
Yeah.
I'm being
I just take this one on
I
here
love having a phone
because
in my
no one
hand. I
would
can't
suspect a
escape
tiny
phone
little robot of
calls.
having
Hello?
a lot of abilities like I do.
Yeah, what's up?
Anyway.
And managing to get large critters under his thrall and such.
One extra credit.
There we go. What's up?
Yeah. I don't bring those into Severe because I don't want the city to get panicky.
And also, I don't think they'd fit.
Yeah.
Maybe in one of the parking garages with even the pillars knocked out, but even then. Eh? Oh,
You know,
sorry.
it could be more than just like.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello and goodbye.
People do just kind of walk around here on occasion. I think I've seen them around before, but I haven't seen them around like recently.
Looks like they were hiding around the corner for a bit.
Come to Severe myself.
Hey.
Where are you from originally?
Long story short, why it was actually made was it does no longer exist.
Ah.
As in it blew up.
Oof.
It was a
Fascinating.
planet that blew up. I'm just gonna say that.
You too?
Two.
Two? What?
My world didn't exactly blow up, but it was more consumed by the void, so...
Oh,
I thought I
hills.
understood.
So rather than exploding, it imploded.
I guess.
It kind of got sucked into a void.
The way you describe it more or less look like just kind of an encroaching mass type of way.
In a sense, yeah. For most of my life, I was kind of enshrouded in darkness. The sun kind of disappeared when I was 5 years old.
That's less than ideal for a place.
Yeah, that's why I don't do well with bright lights.
Nice pelt.
Thank you.
Howdy.
Yeah. Didn't mean to take the spotlight off it, yeah, I'm sorry.
He's been a copy.
This one?
Yeah. They look a bit young, but I'm sure they're not.
Yeah.
I think they're mostly synthetic, so I think they're fine. Like.
Oh, okay. That's right then.
I was about to
If I were
say.
to go by age, the years of anyone with like an actual non-synthetic body, I'd be at least 500 years old.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell, to be honest with you.
I'm just.
The amount of
because it makes
nature
it
with
better to
age.
hide here.
Okay, that's fair.
And here I am, a laggy, only
Plus,
24.
No one but the tiny cat robot of being able to fight back.
You got a year over me.
I'm 19.
Yeah, I'm only.
Well, you certainly got a meter over me.
I'm the oldest one here.
Yeah, without the arms, I am probably taller than you.
Of course, last I measured myself, my eye line comes out to about a meter. Exact.
Nope. Yep.
I am exactly.
Which is...
I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back to sewers. I hate sewers.
Well, let me give you
I hate
space.
sewers. I had to live there for a few weeks. It sucked.
You have to live in the sewers? That's rough.
Yeah, we have sewers in this area.
Hey, just want to talk about what happened.
Ah. Fair enough.
I
Fair
guess,
enough.
but it's probably safer not to.
Is in regards to what happened in the street last week?
Yeah.
What did
Somebody,
happen? I
lucky
forget.
got his fucking eye plucked out by some
Oh.
guy.
Oh, Christ.
That's
Has he been banned? I haven't been told by security yet.
Yeah,
I assume he has.
I seem to miss all the exciting stuff nowadays.
Wait, who got banned?
Frank.
Frank.
Round glasses.
Yeah, round glasses.
Brown glasses, blonde hair.
Blonde hair, fuck boy.
One way to call him. Didn't claim to
Not ringing any
remember.
bells, but okay.
I'll point him out if he shows up, and I'll let security know if I happen to see him.
Yeah. Well, I try my best to stay on the good graces of most I come across.
Yes, same here. As I was
I
saying
saw
earlier,
Lucky
I
like
am
the other day. How did I not notice?
I'm exactly 1 meter tall, so I'm probably the same height as you.
No, I meant
Lucky's not
him
bad.
missing
Oh,
his
How
eye.
they not know?
Yeah, let me get off of this.
Hey, he
No
normally wears
fancy.
glasses to cover it up.
Oh, right, I was wearing the glasses.
Yeah.
Hey, we meet in the eye lines.
I assume Hansky's upstairs with Grizzly.
You could probably get
He hasn't come down.
bigger with your arms, though.
I mean, aye, with the arms I can tower over most good chunk of people's.
I'm taking
At least with the arms I can have one over on these lands. But, well, can he punch as well when your hands are being used to walk, can you?
Fair enough.
I got here about
Unless I want to sweep like a gorilla.
Here about half
20
an
minutes
hour
ago?
after.
In the Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just checking the time. Don't know.
I didn't really expect to see you here, honestly.
If you want to continue,
I've been coming
I'm
here
glad to
since
make you-
before Finder.
It's quiet right now, so I can definitely show around.
Yeah.
Really now, I've come here a few times, I just never seen you before, so I might have missed you, honestly.
Maybe it was just inconvenient timing. If I'm not at the bar here, I'm usually hanging around the garage and gym.
Like Lorelei has, like deliveries or not.
I might have seen you once then, but just didn't really pay attention. I usually just kind of walk
Most
around,
likely. Oh,
see what's
I wonder
happening.
if I can change one of my backpacks in like a backpack holding, and that way I can put like 2 backpacks in one, and then deliver stuff faster.
Bizarre.
Are you there?
What can we get you?
There's that voice again.
Do you know anyone working at the inn?
Yeah, well. I mean, as I already said, I live outside the bubble in Zephyr out in the dunes.
Might not be
Nice.
in.
How is life out there? Because I haven't really gone into the dunes myself.
Aside from travelers and gangs, fairly uneventful. Which is fortunate. We're relatively out of the way. The most trouble tends to, well, come from Silas, really, a good friend of mine.
Is it okay perhaps if I would hear?
Partially because he's the one that owns a shooting range.
You can send it.
Oh. That does sound like a
That's probably why I was so kind of uncaring about the 4th of July celebrations in Finder, because the most explosions I were hearing were mainly the same noises I'd hear from Silas's range anyway.
Yeah.
Here, voice? No.
Yeah, fair enough.
I could have sworn I was hearing
it's just a
Summit.
forest then.
I don't know where it's coming from. I'm guessing for it eventually somebody might have some incorrect audio, but I don't know who.
I don't know.
Okay, we just...
Maybe some fuck up with the PA system, if it still exists.
There's a PI.
Yeah, I don't think this place has.
I don't know, I'm spitballing. Howdy.
Probably nothing.
Fair enough. Just voices in the head.
That's there's a weird porcelain, possibly doll thing that appeared.
My hands! Okay.
That explains the voice.
I want to see too. Doll? What?
I can't be too surprised. A, Cupcake exists around here, and B, I've seen the ghost of a panda
That would probably explain that.
wandering these streets. And well, with Finder, I doubt much can truly surprise me no more.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda glad I met you, Arms.
Don't you get sentimental on me.
Well, you're probably one of the few people I can actually openly talk to about stuff.
Probably because I'm more personable than most of the people at Finder. Barm and Job want to pick fights with damn near everything that lives and breathes.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Barmley ever, went to the bar when I saw him here, at one point. He probably tried to pick a fight with the bar staff at one point.
I would hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd hope he wouldn't do that.
Outside of an unwieldy magnum I can barely control, I don't think I can really fight anyone here.
Are
Can I get a coffee, please?
Okay, that'll be 4
Oh.
credits, I believe.
Oh, right. I was supposed to be headed back to the sodden gym. I told them if I wouldn't get sidetracked, and here, look at I now look.
Can I take this with me? Back to the
I will.
Just make sure. Yeah,
Mind
make sure you
if
bring
I
the can when you're done with it.
come with you? I don't really have much to do.
What, prospective people to hire into Five Finder? Sure, come on in.
Not really. I was not going to hang out with some friend of mine.
Well, if I start running low on blood, I'll try and ask for a mammoth meal. Sheesh. I know it's a synthetic body and all, but you are allowed to chew your food.
This has never been open. It's easier if I don't, really. Not so much directly. So close to my, voice, my body.
Yeah, fair enough. I imagine synthetics don't exactly chew very well. More or less synthetic bodies you pilot. Oh, there's Cupcake.
I literally have a screen for a face. Oh, hey, I met you. I think I've met him before.
Hey, personable fellow, if frankly terrifying to talk to. Oh, hey, there's Ollie.
Wait, what?
Hello?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, lot of familiar faces in Zafira. Don't you worry about that.
Damn.
I might be flying you. Make sure I can. Yeah, he's a pilot. Oh shit.
And the backup to the backup has now dropped out, so
Hey.
I'm filling in holes as the assist to keep the ship from sinking.
I know how to use the mech. I don't know how to fly. I'm not that kind of pilot.
Here.
I just need a
Ollie.
pilot at
I
this
need to run over
point.
by medical so I can
Right.
get some more of these wraps. I'll talk to y'all. Excuse me.
Well, I can't pilot a ship, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's a pilot.
In all fairness, also, Armsy, I need people that can fit into
Yeah, I imagine.
regular person clothing.
Aye, I'm not exactly inconspicuous, am I?
No. It kind of defeats the point of Trojan horse tactics when you don't fit the fucking Trojan horse.
When I am practically the horse itself.
Anyways, good to see you.
Hey. Trev's got himself a new body, evidently.
Well, not really a new body, just like, it's just my passive state.
Fair
Yeah, I
enough.
run into this whenever I go into highly populated areas.
I imagine your big cloak X face would probably draw a bit of unwanted attention.
Oh yeah, no, I've been attacked because of how I look. Like
Small, sort of animal-themed, either cat or... it looks cat with the whiskers, but it could also be a fox.
I'm supposed to be a fox, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. I think it's the ear shape that gave me the fire, and the kind of the floofy, kind of canine-looking tail, even though it's wires. Anyways, welcome around here. I'm sure you've been here before, Trevor. I mean, there's very few people that ain't been, but yeah. Make yourself a home, I guess.
Hopefully it goes well for you.
Yeah, well, busy week. I got an op to run tomorrow and an op to run in a week.
Hey.
And I got a fucking club to get set up completely, and we're getting there slowly but surely. I had a fucking holographic bear and a holographic lion statue installed. I need to name them.
Jim and Bob.
Well, I kept calling it a hollow bear in some texts I was sending to people, but the fucking my HUD kept auto-correcting it to holy beer for some reason. So I'm
that's a
tempted to
good
just
name.
call
Call
the
him
bear
that.
Holy beer.
That's a good name. Call it. That's a good name. Call him that.
Yeah, I guess I'll find out. Anyways.
Well, I'll be sure to splurge on
nice
your
seeing
bar
you,
when
Alex.
it opens. After all, not much I'm doing with this
Take it easy,
200k
G.
plus. Anyway, I realized I
I
got
think
an...
you'll find actually it'll take a while to waste that kind of money in my joint. I ain't ripping people off. You're getting actually
Aye,
pretty
fair
fair prices
point.
from what I understand.
Fair point. And Tarrant's being pretty fair with the prices. He's spitballing on the idea of making me another set of these eyes.
Always helps to have spares.
Yeah, I did bring a
Trust me
blueprint
on
from
that.
Zaz, so he could probably see how it works at the very least.
I'm really not looking forward to the downgrade, but I got it at this point.
I don't want that happening again. Good
Just
lord.
so you know,
I'll catch
Ollie,
you two
that
later.
when you open that club of yours, you're gonna have to expect to watch streamer players coming in from me. Because I really like clubs.
I'll take anybody's money.
Hey. Besides, I do need to get back to the gym. I did say I'd come back, assuming I didn't get sidetracked.
And then we're headed the same direction.
And I got heavily sidetracked by familiar faces.
Easy to get sidetracked by familiar faces.
A lot of familiar faces. Oh, hello. Seems things changed in my absence. That's the problem with a smaller body, isn't it? Well, if you want, you can stand on one of my arms.
Or someone. It's not quite, Johnny Silverhand level shit.
Very nice.
Good move.
Does kind of remind me of how that other fellow fought, but I guess I can't think too highly of him. He caused Ollie to go psycho.
You mean Akira?
Yeah, that was his name.
He's kind of like yours, isn't he? Balls, problems, people.
Very intense fellow.
Yeah. Kind of scared of him, not gonna lie.
Well, Luigi, that bushy face managed to put the fear of God into him, it seems.
Wait, Luigi got killed?
Hey, it looks like he won, more or less. He definitely seemed to have the upper hand most of the time. Nothing truly like a shirtless brawl, is it?
Honestly, once my freaking training's finished, I'm probably gonna be doing actual battles myself. Find it.
Yeah, if I instead of letting your pets do the work.
I've kind of been releasing some of my pets because I'm gonna be real. I think realized it's kinda wild.
Oh, right.
Although I got like a new one. Just say I have a pet dragon now.
Huh. You keep collecting an assortment of critters. But why watch out here while we can go inside?
Oh yeah, let's get inside.
Hey.
Wait, is that a tiger? Over there?
Hey. And there's a dragon moving towards it.
See a lot of weird stuff, so if you're even outside of it.
Zafira's an eclectic place.
Honestly, where I'm from, Lego mobs don't exist. Like, where the place I was born at, Lego mobs just didn't exist. They kinda went extinct.
What?
Back when I was still living on my home planet, Lego mobs went extinct because, the air was too polluted for them.
Yeah, the laggies of this place, or at least me and me Keen, are definitely a good chunk more hardy.
Let's just say if you were ended up in the outside
Still
of
carrying that thing?
Statements here on the meat rack.
Let's just say that if you were to somehow find a way to visit my blown up home planet, you would have a very hard time breathing. It's 200 times worse on my planet than here in Spirit.
Well, if I ever plot...
It's because I'm a robot.
Well, if I ever plot to visit, I'll bring a gas mask. I'll find ways.
There is this one planet that I found. I don't know if I've showed you my ship at all, but I have a spaceship, and I found a planet that I decided to call my new home. If you ever want to see it, just
if I ever want to, of course. So far, I've been using the PDA to go wandering.
Seriously cool.
Yeah, my spaceship is generally more fun, in my opinion. I don't get to a lot of the events. Like, you ever see a giant ship appear, just land and disappear after after it lands during one of the events?
I think it was.
Yeah, that's my
probably
ship.
you.
Yeah. It's about the size of, what the size of a house? Oh. Not often I come here. I'm not gonna lie, Zephyr is a nice place, just...
It's a nice place. This is the safest place on the waterfront, but, you know, still Zafira, so don't you go poking your nose where it don't belong.
Yeah, I was told not to live here by a friend, and I can understand why, considering some of the more less protected places are kind of destructive themselves. Plus, I don't live in
I might as well go and natter with Butch. I did say I'd come back for training once I had gotten a drink. And well, you and Ollie sidetracked me harsh. Nope. Howdy there. Sorry if I was accidentally pressing into you with me backpack.
Be strong, be strong. You're gonna fight it.
Hey.
He got rocked in the face a little bit, so you would see a bit of bumps and stuff on his face. You'd also see
Good
his
lord.
body too. His barrier was holding most of it,
Looking
but
over,
he
what do I
broke
see?
through a bit of it. So,
Not too bad.
You're fine.
Shame I missed the first half of it.
I've been shot by, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I took that rocket to the chest, imagine that times 10 against this guy alone. Yeah, fucking, yeah. Yeah, and I missed.
The rest, mostly
There's
just
lights over there.
So I think everything else should be fine. Probably give it time.
You can get him out. It's fine.
my energy to do the rest. Thanks.
As long as you don't break them, I'm sure they won't mind.
But yeah, you hit incredibly hard, man. Luckily, I'm as durable as I am too. Otherwise, my training would have been for naught.
Hey, you two seem to control yourselves pretty well.
I know his ass.
Hey, I didn't feel.
I didn't get my. I didn't get my powers on the 27th.
Is that a reference?
Right. So on social media, it is said that black people gain their powers on the 27th of November. Of November.
What kind of myth is that?
We do.
I see. Understood.
It's quite a. It's quite
It's just like
I don't.
everybody hating the French Canadians. It's just a thing we do.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Thank you very much. I greatly do appreciate it, Willow.
Of course.
Hey, you two certainly do look like you did a number on each other, and no mistake.
He has the advantage on me because he's smaller.
Able to duck under your fist and such.
Yeah.
Then there's this, which is kind of a mix of both sizes.
I'm good. I'd rather not.
I'm not gonna ask you to go into another brawl so short after what happened to you two.
Plus your hands are made out of metal.
Aye.
I feel like being punched by you would have hurt like crazy.
I've heard some people label it as hit like a truck. Apparently.
Certainly has the size of a truck.
Yeah, some people say that towards my strength.
Hey, and you managed to put a hole straight through the underbelly of it.
Damn.
With a barrage, of course, but still. Hey, I know.
It's just training. That's all it is, really.
Aye, durability training. Durability tested for me, frankly. I don't know how well armed the underbelly is, but I do know that the proper belly, where you can see the orange tint in, the only thing I've seen able to pierce that properly is 50 BMG.
Damn. I can't believe my training. Yeah, well, you can thank my mentors for that. I'm being trained by a lot of people right now.
Hey, you probably got a good chunk more strength than this fist can really allow safely. After all, more power per square inch. This may be getting hit with the front bumper of a car, but it's also got, quite a sizable surface area to it.
Well, not only that, my mentor says instead of focusing with power, I should always hit with more precision. More power comes from that.
It's hard to be precise with these unless you think I try and punch with just this.
Well, take a seat.
Well, it's funny that you say that because my mentor literally made me use my finger. And it was like nuts. I was able to do that.
Aye, worst power per square inch. Heck, that's how bullets operate.
I'm Butch Blackstone, and I'm built different, I guess.
Aye. That's how bullets operate, and presumably by extension, magic.
So are you.
I talked with Carol. And I talked with Carol, and Carol wants. Please still back in Merciful.
I just remembered why I came here. I was putting those salt stones together.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that you
Well, pawn shop's your best bet there.
So once if you want to come with me, we
Which direction?
I was back on the main street. We passed by it when we left the bar.
Alright, I'll be back, Arms.
Alrighty. I'm probably not going nowhere. If I'm not here, check the garage. Good form.
Thank you.
Aye, focusing on core strength, are we?
That's number one. Gotta make sure the core body's good.
Aye. Well, I guess I technically don't need to worry about my core strength. Carrying this lug around's already been exercise and training enough for me spine and shoulders, let alone me legs.
I suppose so. Look, no criticisms here. You do whatever's.
Aye. Work with what you got. If you got power loaders for hands, then hey, work with that. If all you've got are those trusty 1-2s, then work with those. Easy.
Yep. Never a bad idea.
Aye. Aye, aye. Don't know what that lad's doing with a haunted doll, but... Oh well, I'm sure he's got it handled. Lad in a fuzzy hat, red eyes. I forgot, I don't actually remember his name.
No idea. Or should I?
What was the term? Russian, that was it, right?
I still have no idea.
Yeah, well.
I don't really keep track of everybody all the time. It'd be nice, but...
Fair enough. Thing I'm best at being able to forget is names.
That's understandable. I get you.
At least the people I don't talk to too much. Ooh. Ooh. I think a couple of strands of me fur stood on end. This is more or less just flexing your arms, more or less, as opposed to trying to test it against the back. Leather or metal. Hey, always good to make sure you're consistent with it.
Also, if I practice this on any other material, I'm gonna damage it.
Fair point. Metal does conduct electricity fairly well. I'm amazed I never went against someone in a proper fight with it.
It's not electricity. It looked like it, but it's not.
So Poach is electricity, yours is...
It's called coral energy.
Coral
It weakens
energy.
the hardened mass of an object. Basically,
I
dampening
see.
armor and defenses.
Oh, I see. I imagine that dampening doesn't stay forever then.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Otherwise, I'd be worried about your gloves. Well, in that case, I'm not going to ask for a durability testing then. Odds are good, the metal will buckle. And Lord knows it was hard enough to source it.
What? No, I'm not a mage. It's like, well, it's better if I demonstrate it, I guess. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm willing to be your demonstration partner if you want it.
No, I could just use that.
Fair enough.
Look at the little guy. He's so gonna get beat up.
I'll seat myself.
Don't twist though. It's not like this place can be any more run down anyway. I don't want to get hit by that.
Yeah.
He would have to miss quite a bit.
Aye, that would be quite a wide-angle miss. But he has it handled. Ho ho ho.
Oh, I guess I had it confused. It's less a spell.
Trev.
Protection offender then?
I got 750 credits.
Nice.
Yeah, turns out those gems were actually quite valuable, but
Well,
due to
congratulations. That's
certain
probably
prices for like
What about this one? Like full class?
I forget what they were called.
least-
Basically, just like the other gems were like
I would say like
appraised and such.
and
It cost a lot, so I got 750 credits. That's still a pretty good deal.
Hey,
They were
mighty
originally going to give me
fine.
700.
I'm sure they'll find a use for those stones one way or another.
How's it going?
Ever send them to
Yeah,
jewelers
looks
for
like
the
a
sake of fancy jewellery and shite.
It's just a bunch of gems I found in
I wouldn't be surprised if any magical types found uses for those gems faster than a jeweler would.
Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. A couple of them don't look like they had magical properties after them.
Watch, you have a challenger.
Like, it was this one sapphire that looked like it had like a dragon's eye inside of it.
Fascinating.
There's also this cat inside, like, today with the... A lot of them look like animal eyes. Kind of weird.
Fair enough.
Perhaps help with injury. It helps deal with burns. Well, they're not burns, but they burn.
Hey, out of curiosity, would a day would the day I was created be counted as my birthday of sorts?
Usually. That usually is the case. I know a good chunk of people who create robots tend to do birthdays, or if they're feeling fancy and nerdly, maybe a make day, or perhaps
I guess my unique thing makes me weird.
Although that
name
would
day.
make tomorrow my... That would make tomorrow my birthday, then.
Very nice. Wish I could get you a synthetic cake. I'm kidding you.
Thank you. It'd be appreciated regardless, honestly. Just glad I got her friend.
I try to be friends with as many as I can.
This is me though. It doesn't exactly bolster anything else in me.
I'm not sure what this one besides the whole face and anything. I can interface with like certain devices with like the tail or ears. I can actually link up. Say if you had like a music device, I could pair it up with my ears and play music for everyone.
That would be interesting, and probably useful in case the gym wants to have a proper 5-minute brawl to have music with.
Yeah. There's also the fact that my ears and tail are actually interchangeable.
Heh. Very nice.
Yeah.
I imagine they do look they do look relatively modular, though I do hope that the wires posing as tassels are grounded.
No, don't worry about those. I'm
still learning how
meant to be like decorative. They don't actually connect to anything.
Aye, but an engineer can't help but worry when it comes to exposed wiring like that.
I just gotta keep training.
If you're gonna worry about anything, worry about my tail because those are exposed wires.
Well, I hope they're remotely grounded.
Yeah, they're like super attached. Like they won't actually produce electricity unless I connect them to something.
Aye, thankfully. I was about to say, otherwise you've got a dangerous thing, you got a mace of electricity swinging about your back.
No. Why would a pilot needs to work on their close quarters abilities, I wonder?
Oh, that hurt.
One day my aircraft's gonna crash.
I'm holding up the entire tail.
Good lord.
Keep it up.
Let me just stuff it. Yeah. The other one there.
For a second, I figured, well, sometimes.
I got it,
sometimes I
Jack.
just hop out of my cockpit, you know, because I just want to kick something.
Fair enough, fair enough.
If we have like a computer that I could plug into, I could pretty much
I work a lot of places that are doing SOS work, so sometimes I'm driving down.
Do a cursory check on the wiring.
So if no one's around, well, that's gotta jump out.
Yeah, we'll find and rain.
So you're like one of those goody two-shoes.
Right as rain.
Firefighter, I suppose.
You know,
I just like to help people. I don't really like putting extra titles
one
onto
thing
it.
about the one thing I'm glad about being a synthetic is that I never have to deal with insects.
If people want to call me something, that's fine.
Like
I'm used.
mosquitoes.
I'm used to insects. I live in the dunes, for God's sake.
Just a pilot.
Yeah, there are a few insects where I live. Mosquitoes, mutated mosquitoes that are basically the size of you.
Pleasure to meet you as well, man.
Yeah, they don't really bother me because I don't have blood, so they aren't like trying to get anything from me.
And I have a surplus, so unless a swarm of mosquitoes comes from me all at once, I don't really have much need to worry.
Yeah, it's an explosive, actually.
Besides, smaller mosquitoes can't even get through the fur.
Yeah. Unless like a swarm of mosquitoes go for you, I don't think they're gonna join any because they're not gonna be able to kill you.
Aye, like what? I've got at least like 6 gallons in me. I don't actually know how many gallons of blood there are in an average lackey my size.
The soldier life is the only life for me kind of deal. Is that it?
Yeah. At least a gallon or so, perhaps.
The company that I was flying for,
third one on.
technically I crashed and my heart stopped. So when my heart stopped and they resuscitated me via the paperwork,
I
didn't
hand you the
properly.
Jack milk.
Good old corporation.
Oh, that's
What is this for measuring me blood take?
I've never really been a soldier. I've
Alright,
piloted some military vessels and stuff, but
now I have the equivalent of a rabbit tail one. With these legs. You can see it right there.
Fair. Fair. Yeah, well, have it back. Don't you want to be taking modules from you, I suppose?
Hi.
Hi, Suzumi. What brings you here?
Hi. Just a little curious about something and don't know really who else to ask. Would you guys know anything how to... Would you guys know what to do about increasing arm strength, by chance?
Just recently did a job saving some people.
Usually the easiest... in terms of organic arm strength, obviously the easiest factor is simply flexing yourself, making sure that you're able to output the same amount of pressure. What C4 is doing over there, more or less. Trying to stay consistent.
I guess getting into fighting and exercising is pretty good. I feel like my life's mine.
At least I think it is. I mainly recognize from the bandages.
quite difficult to tell.
Yeah,
Still trying to get used to everything. I'm normally used to wearing my flight gear 24/7.
I'm trying to actually use my gun, and you've seen it before. It's huge, and the caliber is not exactly the lightest thing.
Yeah. Not exactly a wieldy thing.
Sorry,
so your revolver's not exactly a wieldy beast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a revolver, it's a magnum or sidearm.
If you're in suit,
pistol.
kick someone's
Hey.
if you need a little bit extra strength to hold that, I could make like a brace to help you hold on to it.
It's so easy to acquire.
Or like plotting to add a stock onto it.
Yeah, to help them keep it from probably throwing him backwards because of the before.
I think you're changing the arm strength into shoulder strength when you add a stock onto something.
I'm not really a major fan of myself or my scars.
I could make like a custom stock for it.
Gotta start making steps forward, so kind of be a bit more outward.
Maybe.
Make some positive steps in life.
It probably would be the best idea because everyone else has been suggesting a stock or some sort of compensator or something.
I mean,
like
it's the
that.
best way of stabilizing a firearm, if my memory serves.
Yeah, I just.
You know, I could do it for free if you don't want to pay for it.
No, I can pay you for it. I'm just. See, part of it's weird. I like the design of the gun. I kind of don't want to like add more onto it.
So you want to improve yourself rather than the gun itself.
Yeah, it's what I've always been wanting to do. Improve myself. I just don't really know how.
Probably talk to C4 and Butch over it.
Yeah, you could probably talk to them.
C4 is, well, you can see him, and Butch is busy meditating in an electric manner. At least I think that's what he's doing.
Not sure if it's wise to bother him. I'm not sure.
He's more personable than you think.
I don't believe I gave you my name. It's Trevor Valentino.
You'd rather be lady.
Sorry, I didn't catch that first name.
Trevor Valentino.
Trevor. Oh right, you said that earlier. Yeah.
Hey.
Well, I'm Sesame. Some people around here call me Sparrow. It's your pick.
I think I'm
really.
gonna call you that too because I don't really know how to say your main name.
I go Suzume or even just Suz.
That works.
And well, short of any better name, Armsy is what I am.
Is there anything else I can do to help you with?
Yeah.
Jonah told me I used to apparently be called Jack before these arms, which probably explains my affinity for that name when thinking of a fighter thing.
You also have very shark-like teeth.
Do I? Pretty sure that's normal for me, for a lagomorphs. I was told. Me and Kin have these kind of teeth.
Maybe your species, but not every species.
Aye, laggies are extinct in your lands, or what was your lands. Which is a concerning thought.
In my world, a lot of basically every mammalian species that could breathe needed air was dead. The only things that were alive anymore were technically synthetics, robots, or me, and AI.
That's a good point.
Which kind of sucks.
Just metal,
I'll
really.
admit, it didn't give me a lot of
Well, at the very least, people don't talk to me like I am an endangered species on this planet, so...
That tends to be, I guess, like a...
I mean, I kind of am an endangered species. I have not met anyone specifically like me since I got here in Saphira.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, all things considered.
Does it truly count as endangered if you're unique?
All things considered, what happened to my world, plus, well, there's a whole story behind this symbol.
Hey.
I want to say yes.
Oh, do you need this seat?
It's
understandable.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna check in with you.
Hey.
You have a wonderful day.
Hey. Suzume here was looking to see about improving his arm strength.
I got a gun I can't exactly control that well because of the recoil, so I was wondering if there's a way to strengthen myself.
Oh, yeah. Physical exercise is a wonderful way. Also, proper diet's good too. It'd be good for you in general.
But usually my diet consists. Usually my diet consists of like either chicken or fish, so
I think I'm good in that regard.
You got the protein in, at the
Physical
very
exercise
least.
is always great. Main thing you want to prioritize is your core. I highly suggest just pretty avidly, I'd say like 25 push-ups, sit-ups, gulp crunches if you like, squats, some jumping jacks, and then just do some general stretches a day. I'd say after about like 2 weeks, your body will at least kind of start to feel that heat, that kind of like the blood, the energy flowing through you, and then up it from 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40. Mix some runs in between. I like to do at least like 3 runs normally. Well, now I'm doing them almost like every other day, but that's for a different reason. But maybe do like a mile run, you know what I mean? Like do one like once a week, maybe twice a week, you know what I mean? Just start flooding in very small, natural exercises, so that way you can start building your core strength. You won't have like huge muscles like him, but you'll have more like tone ones, kind of like me.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not looking to like have huge muscles or anything. I'm just looking to control a gun mainly. But yeah, no, excuse me, I'm writing down your suggestions and stuff like that, stuff that I can.
That's all good. What kind of gun is it?
Miss Royal Armory M6C, UNSC standard equipment.
Oh, is it the handgun?
Yeah, it's the one that fires 12.7 by 44.
Oh, dude. Oh, fucking. No. Nitro let me fire one of those. That bitch kicks like a fucking mule. Another thing you're gonna want to practice, I highly suggest, is if you go over to actually the, if you go over to the, what is the place that Charles owns? I don't know why it's escaping me right now. The little thrift store?
Yeah.
Do you know a guy named Charles?
Yeah, he's the one in the NCR range armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He can give you some proper training on how to actually shoot a pistol. There's a very good chance that even if you do buff up your strength, that gun kicks like a mule. So if you don't know how to properly hold and shoot her like a pro, it's still gonna snap your wrist back. So I'd highly suggest while you're working on these exercises, come on by. Yeah, but it's a powerful button. I'd highly suggest stopping on by to him and asking him for a little bit of training. You know what I mean? He can give you like a little mock pistol, and you guys can just practice actually like shooting by one of the dumpsters. I'm sure he'd love
I'm
it.
with C4 on it. Charles seems like the type that would be about that, so.
Hey, makes the most
I haven't
sense.
really talked to him at all yet, so maybe it might be a good introduction. Immediately I've been afraid to talk to him because
tell him that.
But the armor he wears is associated with a bad memory for me, honestly. But maybe I can get past that with this.
Hey.
Hey.
I think it'd be a good way to work through it.
Yeah. You got this, man.
And if anything, just let him know that Butch and C4 sent you. He knows us, you know what I mean? He'll know that you aren't just some like bad actor trying to go cause some problems.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
This conversation actually went a lot better than I was expecting it to. Huh.
What? You thought we'd tell you to just piss off?
So I understand you probably expected it to just be just a bunch of weirdo fight nuts, but no, we actually do spend time exercising and training pretty avidly.
Hey, I may be part of Fight Finder, but I'm probably the most personable lagomorph you'll ever see.
No, hit. But no, it's not that I didn't expect everyone to be like, I don't know, aggressive or something like that. I'm just not great with big crowds, is all.
I feel you on that. I still don't know how to take positive compliments at all. You gotta put yourself out there. You have to. Even if you feel like you're just like retained in and you just don't want to, push yourself as hard as you can and get out there. The more you start doing it, the more it starts flowing like natural, and eventually shit, everyone knows your name, and then it doesn't matter what you're wearing, they know who you are, and that's good. That's what we're supposed to do. Humane creatures are supposed to be sociable. We're supposed to be out there interacting with people. It's why isolation can be healthy sometimes, but can be very unhealthy when done too much. So get on out there, man. People would love to hear you.
Hey.
Oh, I know too. But yeah, no, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll keep everything that you said in mind. I can probably start once when I get back home later, actually.
I mainly know a
Yeah,
decent
now,
chunk
if you
on
ever- if you ever
firearms
wanna
just
come
because
on
of me
by and
buddy
train with
Silas.
us, you know what I mean? You totally can. And if you ever have an issue where your legs are feeling a bit stiff, understandable. I know some good exercises and stuff you can do to at least focus on your upper body for a bit.
Human exercises on the legs work for my legs.
Probably. I mean, they don't
I would
look like
imagine
they'd
so.
snap.
There's plenty of exercises that mainly actually focus on the actual thighs.
Okay.
Aye.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's not like your legs are gonna snap like a twig.
You'd be surprised with collarbones. But
Yeah.
I'm able to keep myself on my feet.
Oh, wait, Butch, can I get your opinion on something?
Sure thing. What's up?
Tried to follow Juno's advice and get me like a
Oh, now I have a game to play.
fighting.
There you go.
What do you think?
So, I really like hanging out with you, honestly. You too.
Seriously, though.
I already forgot your name. I'm so sorry.
Sparrow. Sparrow or Sesame.
Got the pants.
I'm sorry. It's just I have a terrible memory when it comes to names. I don't know why.
I'm the same way, don't worry. Your name's Trevor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name.
You'll have to-
At least my name's hard to forget.
I mean, if it helps you, if it helps you, I know there's a lot of bird people around here, but I am a bird, and apparently my name is Japanese for sparrow, so.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe.
I just remember the word sparrow.
Knows.
I think I'm just used to saying Suze.
And that's fair. Your name is easy because it's basically like your biggest trait.
Hi, yes.
Right, how about I walk you over there? Sort of help out?
Sure, yeah, okay. I
Hey.
wouldn't mind that.
Let's go.
I could go through the stairs at the very least. I do need to check on the garage. I don't work there, but I'm an engineer. I'm obligated. Says I do need to talk to Toronto or something.
right here?
I mean, it'd be a pain in the ass to keep glass maintained, and anyone could just smash it.
Can't you get like something that's a bit stronger than like normal glass?
What, to disallow morts from entering the gym? You could go with him if you like. I need to just check up on the garage. Go and explore the city a tad.
Oh, I've explored it first. I'm gonna be real. I'm kinda spooked to be alone in the city.
You spooked, the one with the giant cat for a pet. I still remember that fight against that thing.
Oh, you mean that?
Aye, the Narga something.
We like try to regrow your leg back, like biologically.
It was more like I was trying to dig for the truth.
Aye, that doesn't look like anyone's in. No one in. Durant must be taking a break. Or there's probably not enough business. I noted that a lot of business tends to come in for garage on Sundays.
Nice. Hey, I got a question for you.
Aye?
Do you think of me as a friend?
You're a damn fine friend. A friend that'll happily set a fiend upon me if I ask, but a friend nonetheless. In a controlled environment, of course.
I just was asking because I wanted to basically confirm if I actually had friends or not.
You may not have your home planet anymore, or your original planet, but you've got people to look for. And hey,
Yeah.
I endeavor to be personable and at least friends with as many people as I possibly can. And that includes you, Synth. That sounded insulting calling you that. Bloody hell.
Don't worry. Honestly, the best. Technically, I'm not even a synth. I'm an AI that's got like a physical body. It's hard to say. I guess it's close enough.
Artificial brain piloting artificial bodies.
Just, you know what? Just call me an artificial pilot. That seems like it'd be the easiest way to say that.
An AP, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like armor piercing, but artificial pilots.
I doubt any of mistake you for an armor piercing round.
That'd be funny.
Hey, tools have gotten a good chunk of grime onto the white paint at the very least.
So,
Told them
Arms,
it
I've noticed the wrench on your back.
Oh, yeah. This whole thing.
What kind of wrench is that?
Ah, it's a good old fixing wrench.
Yeah.
Pretty much if I'm able to make it. Nobody's around, but we're not exactly poking.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
it's my first time being in here.
this
I
here's a
won't touch
fixing
anything that
wrench.
doesn't belong to me.
I mainly use this before I had use of the arms. I
yeah.
think I just keep it around at a sentiment half the time.
Yeah. You know, I'm in contact with a group who could potentially give you an upgrade to that wrench. Something better made. Called an Armsy
An
wrench.
upgrade to the range?
Mayhaps. Once I figured out how to properly get these to fold... Well, okay. I may have figured it out, but I need to sit together prototypes in order to make it work. No use experimenting on the only arms I've got.
No, it's fair.
Especially with all the effort me kin had trying to put this damn thing together. As I've said before, I don't know how the fuck they managed to get their hands on, like, military grade plating.
Honestly, I could give you freaking better plating than that, but it's pretty good.
Well, for metals essentially scavenged from abandoned, decommissioned, or otherwise derelict mechs, it's damn fine for what it is.
Amazingly good condition for what it is. It's honestly amazing that they managed to find such materials.
It almost looks like bulkhead plating.
Aye. As I said, only 50 BMG is able to properly pierce it, though I've not seen it pierce the other end.
Well, it slows down after you go through something heavy.
Aye,
Well,
especially considering all the blood vessels and hydraulic muscles in the way.
Yeah, that would be a problem. If one of those arms get damaged, are you in... Oh, wait, no, we talked about this before. You said you can clamp down on a certain area to stop blood flow, or restrict...
Aye, there's as I said, the failsafe.
Yeah.
System will ultimate. If I realize enough has been broken in it, then I can at least, I guess, mentally flick a proper switch, and this arm will turn off, more or less.
That's fair.
Hey, Jesse, so you know, Sparrow. Sorry, I almost forgot your name again. This isn't. With how I currently look, this isn't how I normally look. I normally am much taller than you.
Aye. Tall, cloaked fellow with like a TV with an X in it. That's how I usually see him.
Ah, so this is, I guess, the smaller body's meant for like going into smaller places and hiding, like you said before, right?
Primarily for like severe and dislocation, but generally any place that's hyperpopulated will like just become this.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's fair.
It's the least amount of flux and application.
Not gonna lie, yeah, the whole design actually kind of reminds me of a friend.
Oh?
His name was the World Machine.
The World Machine.
Though he doesn't have a body much like that, he did take on the look of like a cat person and stuff, as much as he says that he's not a cat.
Fair. Oop. Hang on. Looking for someone?
Are any of you working here?
I knew I'd be mistaken for an employee sooner or later, sorry.
Well, you do have some intricate parts.
Fair.
Respect, so.
Tell you what. If I could see about doing work for you, I'll pass along your payment. Oh, no. I think they're good. I think that green half-orc's an employee. Forget what I offered.
Holy shit, there's a whole line of you. What do you want?
We were just briefly poking around. I was wondering where Tarrant was, and he briefly mistook me for an employee.
Oh, yeah, Toronto's not here. I have no idea where the fuck he is.
Aye.
Hopefully resting.
Fair, considering what he on. Well, I imagine it's fine if I leave the blueprint with you then.
What blueprint is it?
Blueprint for me eyes. How my eyes are ultimately put together. I remember talking with Tarrant about having the idea float, and it got him and another employee on a right good foot experiment on it.
Hold on for a moment. I'm just.
Hey, he'll set you right.
I don't trust anyone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's almost like something's missing with your design now. Why'd you take him off?
Because I was gonna put on a different
I did tell you. He did say that a good chunk of his look is modular.
Oh.
Is that a moving trash bag?
It's actual like speakers.
So it is.
Seems like it.
Well, as long as the bag don't burst, I'm sure it'll be right. Yeah.
I actually feel pretty good about the near future. I got something to look forward to now.
At the very least. You'll be able to fire that gun with confidence. And probably without breaking your limbs.
That's the plan. Haven't broke them yet. I was barely able to get past firing off 12 shots the other day.
Good lord.
But my arm was...
Was that for testing or necessity?
That's for sure. That was testing mainly. I was just training.
Fair
Trying
enough.
to, at least. Not really sure what I'm doing.
I don't think any conventional firearm would properly fit these hands. Big or small.
No, sorry?
These antennae conduct electricity.
Oh,
If you were to
so I'll
touch
probably
your
show you...
feathers,
Yeah, I'll probably
if
show
you
you.
were to touch your feathers,
Forgive me
basically get
curiosity.
sick.
Oh, I'm gonna stay away.
Huh. So I did insulate it relatively well. So I did insulate the blood vessels properly. Right. Only one way to test with that kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me if I don't do the same thing. I don't want to...
I can't blame you.
Well, it's not the kind of electrical level that would do that, no. It's just basically, if you touch it, it's like getting hit by a taser.
It still doesn't sound very pleasant, so...
Especially focused on your hand. Hey.
Oh, yeah, this is a good way to stop someone. Like, they wouldn't expect me to headbutt them and just get shocked.
Yeah.
Was it like beetle horns and such?
Basically, if I was to say if someone was trying to bug me, if I ran forward and hit them with these, they just get stunned.
Despite me participating in Fight Finder, I ain't a masochist. Probably best to before someone inadvertently tries to touch it.
Yeah. Well, there are people around here who like giving head pats, so, you know.
Aye. I know someone offered to head pat me, and I politely declined. I at least appreciate that they asked first. Some people just don't even bother. And just go like, oh, what a cute little rabbit. And I'm just like, I swear to...
Sorry.
Like, there's polite and firm grab and push away, and then there's grab and toss.
Dear God, that was a horrible headache. Ow.
Oh, hells.
Good?
Flux hitting you?
Yeah.
Hits everyone.
Yeah.
I won't lie, these streets...
I get it.
These streets on a busier day definitely rivals some Fight Fighter events I've been to in terms of the amount of times Flux tries to come for me.
Yeah, no, I've seen it several times with you. It's actually kind of insane.
Well...
I guess it's this place is popular.
At the very least, I still know my arms are a part of me. Hence why the arms come with, and they don't just plop onto the ground. That would be an unsettling sight, no mistake.
I haven't had too many problems with the Flux, but it has hit me a couple times. Out of all the places that I've been, this is the only place where I've ever even really experienced the Flux. And I don't mean just the
Some people tend to call Flux like the Elder Gods or some such.
Personally, I don't really know. I just assume it's some kind of time anomaly that puts you out of a specific spot, and then you have to return because reasons.
Whatever the case.
Also, it feels really weird not wearing my tail.
I imagine.
Wait, where'd you put the tail?
I put it in my coat.
Just need to fill it up, actually.
Mine tends to stay in the clothing. Wouldn't do to have it potentially get caught in the gear.
No, that's fair.
Now I look like a...
Or potentially tugged by an opponent. Hey. What was I gonna... Oh, right, yeah. I know I know a decent chunk of firearm knowledge because Silas, a friend of mine that lives nearby where I live, has a shooting range, which I can only imagine is the entire reason why the warehouse doesn't have a habit of getting attacked. Gangs hear gunfire, they probably think something's already sparking over there, don't want to risk conflict.
Yeah, no.
Probably think me and me kin are the type to shoot first, ask questions later, or never.
I'm actually okay. In other, like, I explore the metaverse a lot outside of Zephyr, and I'm actually an arms dealer to something.
You're an arms dealer?
Yeah, but I mainly just give people weapons who don't like need protection. Like get any big moves.
I do recall Cupcake
You
managing to...
missile armory equipment?
Basically, I can make weapons, armor. Generally, I can make a lot of stuff.
Huh.
I have a whole like forward slash laboratory for that actually.
No, that's good to know.
It's actually out in the dunes, very much below ground.
Explains why I never saw it.
The only way you'd see it, Arms, is if I actually took you there. Because
Very fair.
speaking, no one could ever detect that because it's basically close to the planet's core. With due to the way I built it, it's kind of super cool, so it can't get.
I was gonna say that's a heck of a job with the AC.
No, quite literally, it's just the AC holding everything back.
What about pressure? I imagine getting closer to the core, the pressure's
Oh,
gonna get
aye.
a lot stronger.
I have machines that specifically increase and decrease the pressure in certain places to balance it out. So it's not.
Oh, right, this is the metaverse. That stuff kind of exists here.
Yeah,
Fair.
inside of the laboratory, it's basically like if you were just up here in Saphira, it wouldn't be really that different. But if you were to go outside of it into the core, you basically just get crushed into, well, the fine pulp.
And get crushed,
So if I
get
ever take you
melted.
there,
Aye.
do not go outside the picture, because I do not want my only friend in the metaverse to be crushed.
I wouldn't say only friend at this rate. Heck, I know quite a few friends here in Zafira. One of which I haven't spotted in a long while, actually, and I wonder if I do hope he's alright. Lad's got more air than brain, but he had a enthusiasm to him. I believe you remember, Joseph.
Joseph. Oh, he's the weird guy with the accent.
Yeah.
And came into the bar one day and was talking about having a party.
Aye, yes. And I paid for
Yeah,
him,
I
the
remember
bastard.
Yeah, he seems like an interesting person.
Aye, I don't really know what's happened to him. I haven't seen him since I had to take a forced break from the rack. From visiting Saphira. I got a bad injury rescuing another Lagomorph as a result of Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, didn't your eyes get knocked out of your skull?
Yes.
Oh, right, that.
Well, one eye, the other basically turned into how a fly would see, shall we say.
Oh my god, that was gross and weird looking.
Mind you, only one of those squares is
Overwhelming.
actually working.
Howdy. I think I came in here a couple months ago.
Oh. So every
Aye.
other square was just basically black.
Pretty much, yes.
Working, you could actually see it. Oh.
Aye. I think the best equivalent of me trying to look through that eye was, well, pretty much before they basically installed the spare set from me pack, was, you know how you get shampoo in your eyes?
Oh god. The only reason
Oh, you're
I know
telling
how
me.
it feels is because I've done shampoo on the screen and it
Aye.
stinks.
After all, when I came back from, well, the scrapper thing, when I took on a job for the garage after helping you with your couriers, you know, basically lost function in the right arm, left eye basically got a heck of a crack in it, and that felt like you have a hair in your eye, but constantly.
Oh god, that sounds like
that doesn't
Took
sound...
600 creds from Rippers to properly fix that.
Yeah.
And after that, I've just been like bothering Zaz over the nature of new eye sets. But it's relatively slow going, so I also asked about the rand. Set him off on a thought experiment. You're blue now.
If you ever need like a new set of eyes, you could send me the blueprints and I could create like spare ones just in case.
Aye. That does remind me, I probably should ask to grab them back, assuming they copied it properly. I know with Silas, I believe he talked about having an actual firearm able to actually fit these arms properly.
Oh, that would be so cool to see. Just a giant
He said he got it from Nevada or whatever place.
Nevada?
Oh,
Hey, that's what he called it. I don't know if it's like regular Nevada or, as Silas described, the I guess he called it the Greylands, apparently.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what a regular Nevada is.
No idea. Presumably a place that used to exist on Earth or such.
I've actually been to Nevada.
Deserts.
It's kind of a large, great desert with like a city somewhere. There is a lot
That
of
tracks
good
with
stuff
Silas's
happening.
description.
I also found a bunch of, well, basically zombies I had to kill.
Oh hell.
5.
Now I'm wondering what the hell Silas did to get his hands on it. It was more or less a giant, I forgot what he called it, Mossberg? I believe that was what it was.
Like a shotgun or something?
I believe so.
It's possible that might have been of a...
I do also
I saw.
remember Silas being mad at me for breaking his regular-sized Mossberg, but never mind that. That was before these arms.
Long story short, that, you say it's like a giant Mossberg he showed you?
Hey.
Or whatever. I think I might know what might have been building that initially, if I'm assuming correctly. There was this, like, at one point I saw this looks like what looked like a giant, basically the size of you know those giant steel, like that steel beam going from up there to down.
Hey.
It was about that size, yeah. It was about the size of that.
Bloody hell.
At least height-wise.
I guess the only size it could work for.
Yeah, and its basically head was turned into nothing. It got shot. The head somehow, like it takes a lot of bullets.
Well.
Basically, it looked like it took the brunt of like five shotgun shots to kill it, like just by hitting it in the head.
Good lord. It's quite a thick skull in that
Nevada
regard.
sounds like Nevada sounds like somewhere I'm not inclined to explore, honestly.
Hey, zombies, giants, grey desert.
The sky is also red.
Red skies are never a good sign in anything.
Why?
Yeah, no,
I
that
don't quite
doesn't.
understand why it's red there, but there's no real fight.
Well,
it doesn't seem any illogical or space reason, so there's something there.
I may have to give Silas creds next time I see him for actually managing to get his hands on that then.
There's a whole crowd outside now.
What are they on
Also,
about?
if you ever need like some spare credits, Armsy, don't
Spare creds? I only carry a couple of thousand on me at a time. Mainly because it's Zafira, I can't be surprised.
No, that's fair. I'm always
Zafira's got
whenever I
quite...
go on the metro.
Aye. Zafira, well, if it weren't for Mort introducing me to Fight Finder, I'd probably be even dirtier than you.
I mean, most of...
I was used to hundreds of creds per week, but now with what Jodes has given me, I'm frankly flush with cash. Here, here's 500. Have fun.
My income mainly comes from the bar.
Way more than that.
Hey. Makes sense.
What's up?
Before I can't remember if it was before or after I joined Fight Finder, but I did this, like, mission for, like, some detective agency. I can't remember. My circuits are quite a bit. Kind of just got a lot of money from it. In the millions.
Aye. Director Jones, the smarmy upper-class prick that he is, at least pays extremely well for the entertainment we provide, I guess.
Yeah. Basically,
I guess I shouldn't, although I probably shouldn't be talking smack about someone with his abilities.
Yeah.
I don't know how the
Basically,
hell.
he kind of sets me, Armsy, and a bunch of other fighters like a boss rush thing.
Yeah.
Basically, like fighting a bunch of really powerful enemies.
More or less a gauntlet of sorts. But he even said even just simply showing up to do it would net you credits. First one I joined was 50,000.
Yeah. Hey, Sparrow, you need some extra credits then? Because it sounds like you with the amount of credits you just said.
What, do you think I carry 100k on me at any given time? That's a shortcut to getting robbed.
And
I don't really need to carry mine. I just kind of have, like, all my credits are stored inside my, like, body here, like a compartment.
Like a compartment. I was thinking like, I don't know, some built-in credit card or something. Didn't know really what credit cards were until recently.
The Trevor, the ATM.
But
You
no,
could actually use me as an ATM.
I'm joking, lad.
I know, I'm just saying you actually can. I actually have that function.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I'm just... I'll have to respectfully decline.
I can't even blame you.
I'm just trying to make it out on my own, and I don't want to own. I don't want to owe anybody later. I've already.
Did you copy
gone
the
a lot
blueprint?
Of, like, charity when I first got here.
Oh, copy them. Yeah, right.
Aye, because I'm probably gonna want that back.
Anyway, since we're here, you two want to see another cool trick I can do?
Aye, thank you kindly.
I can change my queue.
I did.
Yeah, we noticed that you went
I
from
did
green to blue
notice.
earlier.
Aye.
You have a
If you want us to clear out from the garage entrance, then we will. Plenty of space to work with. Probably be wise to, actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Aye, this spot isn't being used. This spot's being used and there's even a bench.
I don't think that works, actually.
A bench.
Oh, the bench. Sorry, I didn't.
What, do you think I called a bench?
I don't know what I had.
Trash bag seems curious, the little thing.
I almost just said bench. Because of you.
Ah yes, the venting machine. Oh, yeah, grab us a can of cola from the venture. Like, no, that doesn't work.
Anyway, so, you know how I can do those, like, animated, like, pixel style faces? Because of my TV screen?
Aye.
Yeah.
Control over
I can also
LEDs.
do a bunch more. But, some of them are tech scary. They'll get...
What do you mean?
I'll show off the basic ones first. I can make an X.
Yeah, that's the X I remember.
Okay.
It's a, like, type of thing. Eh?
Sorry, sometimes those faces make it to where I literally can't speak.
Makes sense. There's not exactly a mouth present.
What is that?
Good question.
Yeah. You know how on the okay, I don't know what you call it here, but the internet basically.
Aye.
You know those memes that apparently are a thing on the internet or whatever? I can make some faces based off those.
Oh, aye, the things that were around about like a good few centuries ago.
Yeah, those things. I programmed some faces based off those and because so I can react better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What? Alright. Yeah. What?
Oh, that's weird.
That's a devious look.
Those ones don't have mouths. I found out hard.
Oh, there's
Those
Brutus.
with the mouths and those ones don't breathe.
Yeah, it's Brutus.
Wonder what's happening.
Larger than life. Yeah, there are a lot of people around.
Yes. I am curious as to what's happening, though I doubt a fight's gonna break out.
I don't think a fight's breaking out. I think
It's probably just a basic cat.
But just pulling a cat fit up.
oh my sauce.
Good lord. Hmm.
Oh no.
I don't really remember where I got this one from, but I just kind of found it weird cat.
I've been living in the dunes most of my life, so I don't really know too much.
Oh, it's just Brutus. Oh, okay.
Brutus does that. Shifts the air with his
Brutus.
hands and such.
This next
how we
one's
got that strong.
And they're just handling Butch Blackstone like a fucking toy.
I found a
have you seen
video.
Brutus?
Like, one
I've
of the
seen
things
Brutus
that got me
before.
over into one of the Facebook video, and I don't really know.
Do you remember the little thing that went around?
He's creepy.
Oh Jesus! Don't look at me like that. That's better.
This one actually has a mouth too.
Incredible.
Oh, Nelly.
And finally, a symbol I saw on the side of really, really old computers.
I've seen that symbol before.
Windows.
Aye, someone knows.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
this
Windows.
This motherfucking running Windows.
I'm just showing out faces I can make because initial like images I copied with.
Pretty sure
I keep forgetting that's just Brutus. I keep thinking he's punching a hole through somebody for a sec or something for a second. Oh. Well, if it escalates to war, I'll see about setting up a bet in the ring. Yeah.
One more older of the funny faces, and I'm just gonna show you the spooky ones that I found.
What?
What even is
Even
that?
is that? I can barely make a face out from that.
It's supposed to be based off some weird old era meme with like some guy being clueless about like a thing. I don't get it.
Oh, so that's the kind of face that I would probably be,
What
Wow.
even?
I don't know myself.
That's just
I'm not very familiar with memes, so...
that's just shoelaces surrounded by like two horseshoes or whatever the fuck.
Those horseshoes are supposed to be eyes, I think, and that's supposed to be.
I
mouth.
imagine they're supposed. That does make sense. They are supposed to be, but even still, can he make head nor tail of it?
This next one's just a funny thing I decided to put in as a face.
Alt plus F.
Oh,
I remember
No,
that.
I've heard people before saying that they should try Alt F4ing something whenever they have issues with like a computer.
I do
really know what it
remember
means,
Zaz.
though.
I do remember Zaz saying that in a more polite manner of go.
Wow.
And such.
Bruce.
Anyway,
All I definitely know is that was a computer command. That's a silly looking face.
this next one I just kind of found, and I don't know what I was planning to do with it. I don't know why you copied it over.
It looks so silly.
That looks very silly. How many faces you got on this silly little thing? I think I saw a wolf. I saw. I think I.
Face.
Oh, you know those things. Is that what they call those like bushes that roam around?
It's from a game called Minecraft. I was playing it with Felix for almost 8 hours yesterday, actually.
So it still
those
survives.
things usually try to. What is that?
Is that just dominoes?
I don't know. I kind of saw it. Maybe take a close look at it, see if you can figure out what it is.
I don't know. I'm a bit lost when it comes to looking at that. I don't know what it's supposed to represent.
I'm at a loss for words here.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like anything bad happened between. Oh, now I just see Brutus up there.
This, from what I can tell,
Brutus.
And the spider lady.
One of those things called an emoji.
Oh, I've seen those in 500 chat a couple of times. I have a PDA.
Wait, is that this? Are emojis supposed to be like the faces that you see when people are like texting or something?
I'm pretty sure that's what those are. I've seen that a couple of times in response.
Okay.
Yeah, this is supposed to be something. I called this. The guy didn't even label this one. Just kind of appeared. It was called Joy. For some reason.
Looks fairly joyful.
Anyway, under the two files of squeaky faces, which all this is stored.
At this point, I can't tell if you're showing us memes or you're showing us those funny therapist images.
Therapist images.
Yo, the black ink and such. Tell me, what does this make you think of and shite?
Oh, what are they called? Rorschach's test?
Rorschach. Queer name, but they're a queerer.
Therapist. They aren't that. Anyway, onto the terrorist folder.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that with the sharp teeth. What's that supposed to be?
That's just 3 hexagons. Why?
Those are eyes.
I don't recall seeing any hexagon eyes even among sins. The goofiest smile I've seen yet.
This is based off of a mask worn by some kind of gray-looking robot that chased me down and tried to kill me with a sword.
Oh.
So there's actually some history behind that one.
Oh, hells.
It wore this face to pretend to be friendly, and it kind of tricked me. Almost killed me too.
Deception is a powerful weapon. At first, I thought that was just free crystals.
Looks like it'd be a... Oh, I kind of thought the same thing.
Kind of looks like it'd be cool for a logo, though. Like put it on.
It does look like a neat logo for something. But now that I'm thinking on it in the context of a face, it looks like someone just going like, oh.
It's called the Overseer. Like all 3 of those are like eyes, I think.
The Overseer?
So it is like, oh.
What flavor did you like break off?
Giant hole has been.
Except it's just one I called it was some fellow with like a paint box for a head.
It's only big enough to fit 2 males.
Paint? But you're not meaning Bing, are you?
If you come here, it's gonna get tight.
No. He had like a toolbox shaped head. And he looked like he painted stuff, so it's kind of.
He's also now hot.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Inside my tight hole. Come on.
Next one's called security.
Gives the look of a spotlight.
Kind of like a loud box.
Oh,
Based off
tight hole.
actually.
Time to.
I call it
Oh.
the game mode called security mode, which is just being the giant, which is blue and has a giant axe. So
Heh. Well, security indeed.
sickness.
It's like spider eyes.
Next
I
up
think
is
I saw those eyes before on a lass. Don't know where she is, but
I think I've seen these on his
I remember her talking to Butch in the gym, if I recall. Oh,
Oh, a half face. Oh, that one actually is kind of creepy.
aye, that's definitely a gang type mask.
Yeah.
Next up is the folder I call nightmare.
Ah, cripes. Just an eye.
Okay.
A concerning eye, but an eye nonetheless.
Sideways eye and just one.
Would be
now, if I
spooky
was
seeing
on the
it out of the
business end
void.
Yeah, now if I was on the business end of like whatever his gun might be, that would be something terrifying to be seen approaching. That's for sure.
Aye.
This is genuinely just called something. And it doesn't mean, like, I don't even
It
have
is
a
indeed
name
something.
for it, it's called-
Fair enough.
Oh.
Oh. Don't even
that
look
was
like
really
those. Don't even look like eyes. They look like nostrils. Good lord. Yeah, perhaps enough of that.
It's just a few more. After that, I'm basically just gonna, I gotta relax, because things in my face so many times.
I imagine contorting your face like that is
Anyway.
probably not good for the psyche.
Yeah.
He's next.
Dope. Hmm. Definitely a gang type mask.
Just
Definitely.
5 left, and that's really it. After
Do I?
that, I gotta.
What's up?
Could have sworn I've seen that fox head before. In industrial.
Kind of looks like a puddle.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just tunneling into something.
Aye. Or if you're on the business end of a drill.
As you both look at the singular, you felt an odd, eerie feeling.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Dope, he's gone.
That one got stuck.
Wow.
Aye, don't you want to get stuck on one of those faces?
Big bird. That one with the singular, that's basically an eye. The last one. And I call it Big Bird because it's based off a giant bird creature I saw. Once.
Giant birds, eh?
With basically about 1 million eyes.
With a
Glowing
That's
yellow
terrifying.
eyes.
Okay.
That's not a bird.
Yeah.
That's an eldritch being.
Aye. That's both
those
like
eyes are very,
that's like
very
simultaneously creepy and stupid looking.
This next one I find especially scary because I've seen because I based it off a very specific thing. I don't know if you're gonna think it's scary or not, but I personally do think it's scary.
Hmm? It's just a crab.
Kind of looks like a suction cup on like some aquatic life form. I don't know.
Aye, it does remind me of a tentacle of sorts.
That's part of a blank face.
and that hole to the side of it is an eye hole.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, there's
So it's like a one-sided face coated in shadow type of deal.
Yep. Imagine if I just had my colors turned completely dark and black and like if we were in a dark alleyway and all you saw was just this face. That's it.
To be fair, if you saw
Yeah,
my
that would
eyes
be
poking out of
unsettling.
darkness, that would be quite an unsettling sight.
Yeah. It wouldn't terrify me because I know it was you, but some random stranger would probably think.
Aye, I can imagine the people at the mega building don't really want to approach me for obvious reasons.
Next one I called. Next one is based off some weird black blob I found, realistic eye, it's basically weird eyes. I call it Muncie.
Oh.
Oh.
Aye, that would be terrifying to see out of the darkness.
Oh yeah. No, that'd be terrifying for sure.
That's a leave this area now type of look.
Exactly, yeah.
I see that. If I see those eyes staring at me in the mega building, that's a very good sign for me to immediately leave. And
See,
probably
what makes
return
it weird
here.
is that those eyes look like someone's afraid, but there's no other details to the face, so that's what gives it that sort of eerie, terrifying look.
That's like a full-eyed stare type of look.
Oh yeah.
Thank goodness all I've got is just the eye here. So I didn't really think on the idea of, well, or at least Zaz didn't think of the idea of giving it inflections. Don't you dare.
Stop looking at me like that. Okay. It is creepy. Meanwhile,
I mean, when you-
eyes underneath these shadows, but
I mean, yeah. When you've got arms like these, it's hard to fear too much.
By the way, some of these are based off weird hallucinations I have when I recharge.
Hallucinations?
Yeah, I hallucinate when I recharge. I don't get it.
That is weird,
Yeah.
I bet you were assuming the weird ghost voice. Bet you were assuming that weird ghost voice we heard in the bar was probably one of those then.
I don't
yeah, but he was a doll.
Yeah, some weird haunted
there's
doll
this weird doll
business.
thing that was around. Yeah, they pulled it out of the. They pulled it out, but apparently it came back in. I don't know details about it.
I know the panda in the memorial over there came back as a ghost at one point.
This one isn't some nightmarish, it's just like pumpkins.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin face.
Oh yeah, it's that weird human.
I kept hearing about it, the
holiday?
jack-o'-lantern thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting seeing what kind of traditions truly survive over the course of time.
No, you'd be surprised. Solstice Day, I saw someone say Happy Summer Solstice, and I was kind of surprised that people kind of celebrate it here. I thought that was something really only from my world.
I swear to God, Trev. Swear to God, Trev, I'll give more than just your pets a bruising.
That said, the only other thing is the faces I've animated by my own hands, and I've like DVDs.
That's still pretty good on the phone.
I also have this. This is also technically a meme, but
And the
it's
bug, or whatever it is.
It's meant to be like a. I think it's supposed to be one of those old ones, which was used to trick people.
If this is
Like
a
you
bug
say,
or
it's like
insect,
a-
I've never seen the like in my life.
No, so like a bait and switch or something.
Basically, it's supposed to be like one of those bait and switch ones.
I don't know
Fascinating.
why stick bugs did that.
Hey, if this was about to hit the corner and I switched to this. Before you could do that.
Ah, evil. You're evil. You should do that to Bing. Evil, you should do that to Bing and see how he reacts.
I don't think he'd have the patience for that.
Maybe. But I did buy 30 hot dogs for him for that little puffball, so... He's willing to do as he pleases. That's still... what do you... See, now I can't see it as the free crystals now that I've talked about the face. Damn it.
Did you
It's
just
the
see that
fox head
someone
again.
screaming really, really loud? Stop!
I swear to God.
No, no, no.
It's like, I swear to God, Trev.
It's
I ain't
so
gonna crush
genuinely
you.
creepy.
Agreed. That's
I'm
why I
pretty
estimated a face.
I'm pretty sure if you go up to someone in a mega building, you're probably liable to get shot or shanked for it.
Just because of those eyes alone.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, you change your hues and it'll probably be a right menace.
Oh yeah.
I can.
I know I've seen that
really
fox.
creepy.
I know for a fact I've seen that fox head before. Maybe a different color, but the shape's unmistakable.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Sorry. It's alright. That lad's incredibly
Basically,
suspicious.
If I were to lower the brightness of the color,
Oh no.
make
Oh,
it to
you
my
even
face
you're not even
dark.
glowing anymore.
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, that's even worse. That is even worse.
That
No, I'm
is
curious. Are there any dark spots around here we could test this out?
the
at?
mega building.
This is the meat rack.
Actually,
Of course there's a lot of dark spots.
I believe there's an unused parking way over there.
Yeah, that whole tunnel kind of circles around the entire mega building. I think it comes back around to the first street.
Aye, I mean in the one after it.
You wanna go test them? Wanna go test the face in there?
Sure, fine. Your curiosity needs to be sated anyway.
We don't need to. We don't wanna.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm the only one without eyes and a void for a face.
Oh, okay. This is good. Say, stand over there at the edge.
Oh god.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
That's it.
Stars. That is.
That's something you draw your gun for, ain't it?
Oh yeah, no. With this new visual, all those faces are definitely 100%.
I think I saw you place your hand on where your gun was out of instinct on that front.
I mean, usually I fidget with my satchel a lot.
I still don't get that one.
Now I can see it. Just the
Oh.
singular eye.
Somehow taking one step forward, you've made it 10 times worse. That's... Aye.
Creature.
Lad's got a bunch of
Yeah, I'm
faces.
just showing them.
Oh, we were just testing his creepy faces, and they are in fact 100% creepy.
Yeah.
Aye. As advertised,
Don't
it
tell you
seems.
like that. You will be shot, probably.
Oh yeah, we were just telling him
Yeah,
that.
that's why I don't
Aye.
plan on using them around here.
Aye, I could have sworn Suzumi, like placed his hand on his gun on instinct. Like, possibly without even
Not so much a
thinking.
gun as it was just a satchel.
Aye.
What are you up to?
Fine, show her the face.
Not a lot.
It's fair.
Jesus.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That one is the creepiest.
Right there.
No, this is a fun little guy, you know?
Sure.
I mean, it depends on what you're expecting when you just peer into the darkness.
That one's pretty mystic.
I stared into
Oh.
the void and the void
Oh.
Stars.
Oh boy.
I feel like it's taking a good chunk of your measure to not just reach for that tonfa on your back.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright, turn your lights back on, Trev.
Yeah. I'm kinda getting tired of being gray now.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, I'm feeling famished. Do you think the bar is the bar still open?
Yep.
I wouldn't mind getting something to eat.
Fabulous.
You can eat.
You've seen him eat.
You're not there when I...
Oh, right. Excuse me. I completely blanked out the fact that you just kind of threw the giant piece of meat, like, bone and all down.
He basically ate the mammoth meal in about 5 seconds, give or take.
It's like you were traumatized.
It
Might
looks
as
like
well
how
forget
Jason
about
eats it.
You know,
I was
when I'm
ma-
glowy, I actually don't look as creepy with the darkness.
It's not as creepy because they're bright colors. Usually when they're
Aye.
like off, it's a lot creepier.
You can tell the vibe of a head there, instead of just eyes peering at you from the darkness. I can still see the color a good chunk when you do that.
I'm curious, if I remove my ears, I just look like a face and head, right?
Yeah.
Face with hair and a scarf glowing. Let's get ourselves some grog. I've done me actual task for coming to the rack today.
I need to see
Yeah, that was a fun little interaction, Armsy.
Hey.
I'm glad I got to hang out with you.
I imagine there's only so many mammoth meals available at the rack at any given time.
Oh yeah, the reaping ship is currently closed.
Hey.
If I actually wanted to, I'd probably eat all the food at the meat rack in one day.
Oh lord.
I won't
You
be
already ate the
surprised, but
mammoth
that'd be
meal in
quite
5
the,
seconds. I imagine you'd be able to clear them out in an hour. Exact reason I don't suggest that little pink puffball to come here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people heading home.
There's Ollie.
Yeah, it is about that time. Like, less than half an hour left.
Hey, I'm not seeing a plank over the bar right now, so... Doing alright, Ollie?
Yeah, just needed a minute away from people.
Fair enough. I'm into the bar to grab a bite.
Yeah. Dad, feel free to join us if you want.
Yeah. It's usually wiser for me to go first in these kinds of entourages. Prevents any potential of me accidentally clobbering someone on the way in.
So coming.
And that's why I wait.
Sorry.
Oh, bar seems to be having a rush hour.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
That's a lot of people, actually. Stores.
Pardon?
Oh, okay, so I got ammo and stuff in set for home. You guys can make some.
Probably be easier for me to take for us to take a booth.
EMP.
I suppose on my end, decide on both. Hey.
Hey. 400 EMP and then 400 FJ, whatever that
You're
means.
like our mascot.
Place up.
800 altogether.
Everything we got. Make a necklace out of him. Or if you're done with this, you can just put it in there, and then we can just put it in. Sorry.
Whoa, what's your favorite food? I'm gonna make personal lunches for the day for everyone.
For the day?
Yeah.
I can promise you right now, at this day I will eat nothing.
Fair enough, fair enough. I might be up for yakisoba.
Why else would I travel with it?
What did I ever do?
It's a can.
I told you about your tones. Stop.
I guess. Hello.
Noodles?
Speak with your inside, you goose. There you go.
No, I'll have what you're having. Why not? Nope.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you were there.
How do you not? Okay.
Alright, I gotta get
I was behind the chair. I didn't initially see your legs.
Excuse me.
You're used to used to me legs rather than you're used to seeing me face at eye level, not me legs. That's the benefit of these hydraulics. Well, not the, but a, at least.
Yeah. This place is crowded.
Aye. Bit of a few rush minutes then.
You know what would infuriate you even more?
Tell you what.
Just stop that! Stop!
Tell you what do you two want? I'll order us a free badge.
I'll go with the noodles, like I said.
Hey, at least you know if you see those stuff with me, well, you don't gotta worry.
Trev, do you want noodles too?
Yeah, I literally woke nigh on it. Could only remember.
He's ordering for us.
Hey.
Scared of wings. I know that.
Easier than having all three of us come up.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, I'll order. Now, what did you like?
Oh, you're ordering for us, huh? Putting the money I gave you to use?
I mean, I already had a bunch of money, but I still have
Fair enough. I'll still have noodles.
Ah, you just want noodles?
I think it's...
What the hell is he doing in chat?
Right, noodles? Do you want any drinks?
I'm good. I already still have that bottle of moonshine swimming through my system a good chunk.
I don't really drink alcohol that much.
You need to figure out stuff you're afraid of and that you dislike.
Yeah, just noodles.
Learning how
Hey. Same here.
Alright, I'll go 3 things of noodles.
Hey, a double dose of noodling. Yeah, you can make use of this booth if you want.
Yeah, I won't mind standing.
You and me both, but I usually enjoy resting me, well, limbs at any rate.
That's fair.
Okay. Stayed away from them.
Hey, I can just... Yeah. I can make use of this booth at any rate.
Don't worry about it. Yes. I'll take out Sesame's pay. I'm joking.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You don't have to actively look for things to read, just take notes.
Yours, Armsy?
It's like
Yeah, thank you, kind.
You want a snack? What do you want? Go noodles, burgers.
Ah, that's how these things work.
The noodles just dump on her into my
Mm.
heart.
Just to slam onto your face.
Where'd Mo go?
If you want just normal snacks,
Yummy.
chicken and rice. That could be a meal as well. We don't really have snacks.
I'm a fast eater, basically.
Excuse me.
In any
Sorry,
speaking
pardon me. Excuse me. That's fast. Sorry.
Have you ever been to Orlando Salsa? I think they have strawberry soda.
Don't get sucked into
Fine enough.
Anyway, at like a food eating contest, I'd probably sucking down all the food in one go.
I'm not sure if
Yeah,
the
you just couldn't eat everything in one bite.
Though I feel like that puffball would give you a run for your money.
Sorry.
I mean, there's also this one named Boom, I think, kinda.
You're doing both.
He's also seeking food eating contest, and from what I can tell, he eats a lot. Really fast. So between me, him, and freaking that
That'll show you how to get to the
puffball that
teleporter for
we've seen.
Arasaka and how to
Okay, I don't have to. Okay, I gotta. Sparrow, have you ever played games? Have you ever played any of those old games called Kirby?
I'm gonna see what's going on over
The name sounds familiar, but not from a video game. I think I met someone who mentioned something about Kirby.
I need a bunch of vials of the mana stuff or something.
Long story short, that's what the puffball's name is.
Hey.
He kind of fought Gormander and beat him to a pulp. Oh, that was a funny sight.
Oh, yeah, Gormander got the absolute shite kicked out of him after, basically, by that puffball after Ollie went psycho. I was mainly trying to ensure Ollie's stability when that was happening, unfortunately, so I can't tell you much.
Didn't some fella named Kevin help Max?
Aye, Max, that was the laggy I sustained heavy injuries to rescue, I remember that.
Yeah, from what I remember, I straight up remember hearing that he got impaled by something.
Hmm? Oh, right, yeah, shite.
Last I heard, he got impaled by blades.
Aye, Ollie did. When Ollie went Cyber Psycho, he ended up running Max through.
Oh.
What I
He's
heard
fine
from
now.
Kevin was a severe, dangerous, super bad too.
Do you want money up front? Or do you want
Too
Honestly,
right.
I'm hearing about. I keep hearing about this cyber psycho stuff. I don't
Apparently
understand
it's-
anything about it, but
Apparently, I guess, a rage overtook Ollie, so to speak.
Damn it, it's gone.
Apparently, I don't really know the whole gist of it. I imagine it's when you lose touch with humanity.
From what I
after having like too many.
Happened to me before.
Basically, if you have basically
Always,
the cybernetics and kind of sort of sometimes enhance trauma to the certain point. I think that's what happens. But
Hey.
from what I heard from Kevin, which I don't know if you've met Kevin, so he's this
Hmm.
runic mage, he's kind of basically living with him right now.
Come on, Gus, you're a hostage.
And from what Kevin
Hey,
said,
man, I got your head of
it was
security
due
hostage.
to
Quit tormenting a little thing.
I'm committing a crime.
Against the cutest critter this district
You
has.
feed the hostage. That's the first mistake.
You hungry? I didn't pay for this, he did.
that is a adorable creature.
Aye. We managed to bring Ollie back to his senses. He was completely unremembering of what happened. All he remembered was that he had the shite kicked out of him, and then he woke up.
See, what you gotta do, Gus, is you gotta shake the can.
From what I can remember, based on what Kevin told me, that Akiro
Don't forget, we got like 7 minutes before closing.
Oh, aye.
Oh, I better get this up quick then.
From what I can remember, that Hero fellow, like Matt told me that Hero fellow must have hit Ollie so hard it literally sent him to his past traumas over like 100 times over
Aye.
in like a singular moment.
Some kind of
At
magic
least that's what
thingy.
Kevin said to me.
Some kind of magical technique of sorts.
Is this one trying to become like the new mascot around here?
Trying?
Aye.
I
do remember.
You need help cleaning up the bar before things close down?
Yeah, we don't mind.
I pull out what looks like a very bronze Asian pistol. Similar looking to have your arms. Basically looks similarly made to your arms.
People have called these copper arms, which is entirely inaccurate. I'm pretty sure the metals have just been tainted by the sands of the dunes, and I can't really get the color off.
Here's the pistol. It's made from bronze materials, and it's basically gonna. It basically runs off your blood. Literally shoots energy based off your blood.
I don't think I really.
Well, it's just as an emergency weapon in case, say, your arms get broken or something.
In case me arms fail and I still have blood to use, is that the idea?
Basically. Say if you were being attacked by some giant monster and you nearly got killed by it because your arms got torn off, you could use that to probably shoot its eye out.
And what then? Oh, right.
Well, then you could run. Or someone could rescue you. Anyway, let's get out of here because I don't want to be here after dark.
We'll clean it up here.
We'll have to close it,
That's when all the
right?
fun happens.
Sadly, I'm not a resident. Yeah, careful. Don't even want to accidentally clobber people coming out of the bar.
Pardon me?
Make way.
People get big. Sweet.
As I said, I'm as careful with my arms as I can be.
Would you like me to give you a ride back to your place?
I can walk there, it's easy.
Yeah, I don't know where to go.
In the dunes? Okay.
I walk here from my home, for God's sake.
This way?
I've been doing so for over a month or so at this rate. If me legs can handle having this on me pack for over a year, it can handle walking.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's get out of here, though. I don't really want to be here after curfew.
Aye.
God only knows what comes out.
Well, I mean, I don't intend to stick around the mega building if I don't intend to stick around the mega building if I can help it. Sure, maybe I could show you me warehouse, Trev.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that. I am a bit curious about your place and stuff.
Well, I mean, don't expect any grand ambitions. It's simply a workshop and warehouse. Situated in a little town, mind, but something to at least take into considerations.
Alright, let's hit it then.
Aye.